The first deck that we're going to be playing today is actually a viewer-submitted deck. So this was submitted, I believe it was Who Spotted Me, who submitted this one in the Discord, and said this deck is built around coin flipping, and the name of the deck that was listed was Coin Flip Please, so I tried to keep that as Coin Flip Please. But it is, so this deck is a combination of two major cards here. First off, we've got Glimmora, not Glimmora EX, mind you, this is just regular old Glimmora, and Ambipom. Jesus, thank you for the sub. I appreciate the gifted sub, my friend. And Schnee, if you're here, congratulations on the gifted sub, and if you're not, you're in for a fun surprise. Welcome back, Who. So, the combination here is between Glimmora and Ambipom. So, the way this deck works is it is basically a stall deck. Think of it kind of like we're just going to be making our opponents claw for every single inch that they get, and in the meantime, we're going to be sitting there dancing around behind our coin flips. So, Glimmora says, when this Pokemon is knocked out, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent can't take any prize cards from it. So, there's a chance, even after they knock this thing out, they're not going to get any prize cards for it. And for 1 energy, this can poison the opponent. It's kind of, think of it more like toxic than poison, except it doesn't do more every turn. It just does 6 instead of 1, but that's still a lot, and enough to knock out a lot of important things, like a Charmander. And Ambipom. So Ambipom says, flip a coin for each energy attached to this Pokemon. It does 6 damage for each heads. And if any damage is done to this Pokemon, flip a coin if heads prevent that damage, which is kind of another way of saying if they attack, they might not get a prize card. They might not get anything, but yeah. So, what are we doing to make this work? We are going to be flexing Bibarel, because Bibarel's great card draw. We're going to be utilizing the fact that this only takes 1 energy, and we're going to be putting EXP shares on our Ambipoms. We're also getting to play with Path to the Peak. We're getting to play with a lot of control-y aspects to it, especially Judge. Path to the Peak and Judge together shut down a lot of what people are trying to do. And I do have one Spiritomb in here, because I'm a Spiritomb believer now, and this card is really good to have on your bench, because when you need it, you need it. It is the, it's not going to... what's the best way to say this? It's not going to win you every game, but games that it wins you would have been way harder without the Spiritomb. So yeah, let's get started here. Oh, and also this is for y'all. I mean, the beverage is for me, but the sound is for y'all. Oh, hope everybody had a good Wednesday today so far. I am tired, but here and waking up. How are you waking up? You've been awake for hours. Ha! Notice I didn't answer the question. Alright, starting off strong here. We do want to go first with this deck because we want to get our Glimmora evolved as soon as possible. You can go second, and I could see an argument for going second here because we're playing with 2 VIP passes, and if you're playing with 2 VIP passes, it's actually better to go second. But for us, in particular, we want to get our stuff evolved as soon as possible, and having a Glimmora able to knock out a basic Pokemon first turn is really nice. Or our second turn there first, you know what I mean. Yeah. Spiritomb, if you are playing a deck that can fit in another bench spot, think about Spiritomb. But totally get it. It's definitely sneaking up on me too a lot of times. Such good control. No, sad Toby. Oh, I need to watch the movie now. Hey, look, we drew it. It's perfect. It's what I wanted. And we got everything we wanted the first time. Okay, let's play our Spiritomb here first. Play the Bibarel out. We're going to VIP pass, obviously. So we want 2 Glimmets here. We typically are going to want 2 Glimmets and 2 Ambipoms. That's the mix I have found works best for this. Again, that is not in game. That is mostly in practice, but yeah. Okay. Now we're down to 2 cards, so if they want to shuffle our hand up... if they want to shuffle our hand up, it doesn't matter. Like, sure, we'll take different cards. This deck has very little energy requirements, which is really nice for it. Not starting with any supporters is a little rough. There's plenty in the deck. We just got unlucky. Let's see what they're doing here. I, for one, am shocked. Okay, now this is unfortunate, because I was actually going to retreat. So that's pretty brutal. I should have foreseen that. That doesn't help us at all. Now, what we can do... If we evolve this, we can retreat it. So let's do that. Evolving removes all status conditions. The downside is that means my Ambipom is the one up front here or my Ambipom is the one that already has 30 damage. And that's a little sad, but I think it's worth it to try and get this thing evolved. One of the benefits of this Glimmet is that it can evolve itself. You don't have to have an Ultra Ball or something. It can just do the move. Now, it means you can't use Glimmora's attack, but this Glimmora is now harder to hit than the opponent, or harder to take a prize card from than the Glimmet, so I think it's worth it. And they actually don't have any damage on us anymore because we were able to sneak a retreat in there. So if they were somehow to put a double colorless, this is still only going to do 60 damage. It's not going to do enough to knock us out. Ha, 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 ha. One of the downsides of Glimmora here, this thing has a very pricey retreat cost. This thing has such a high retreat cost that you can't accidentally do it. You can't put one extra energy on it and then retreat it. You actually have to run into the DG real quick. Be safe. You can walk, I'm sure. Sorry for being a smartass. Okay. So now we're going to poison it. And when we poison it here, we're going to really, really, really hope that they don't get a prize card in response. It's possible they evolved this to remove the poison. However, if they evolved this to remove the poison, that's a steel energy. Then they don't get to really utilize their boss's orders that much. Alright, they don't get any prize cards for it. They did the thing, but they didn't actually get any prize cards. So, ha! Nerd! Got him. Unfortunately, we don't currently have EXP share, because what we ideally want to do is have an EXP share on an Ambipom, so that when we're losing Glimmets here in Glimmoras, nothing bad is actually happening. Also keep in mind, this Umbreon is still poisoned for 60 a turn. That effect is not related to the Glimmora being alive, it's just related to the Umbreon being poisoned. So if they don't evolve this or retreat it, it's going to die. Okay? They might get a prize card here. Or not. Maybe not. Ha, 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 ha. I'll take a couple prize cards, though. Thanks, opponent. Unfortunately, we are kind of out of gas here. Nah, 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 nah. Make him flip a coin. Exactly, exactly. Okay, and now it's our turn. So that's exciting. VIP Pass ain't gonna do it for us here. The Glimmora is an excellent pull, though. I was kind of hoping for an Arven, I'll be honest, but we'll take this, I suppose, and just kind of... We're going to put this here so that if they knock it out, they might not get their prize cards. We're not going to play the Bidoof out. We only want one of those. Boss's Orders doesn't do anything for us right now. All sorts of sadness. Alright, so they're a steel fighting deck. Hey, sure. I did not like those cards, my friend. I will take different ones, please. Okay. Now, hopefully they don't get to evolve this turn. They're probably going to. And we're going to be big sad. A little unlucky on our card draw here. The boss's orders in this deck are not, they're not the most necessary of supporters. What we're looking for in terms of Shaman is neither steel nor fighting. Okay, they did get the Arceus out before we could get our Path to the Peak down, which is a little bit of a bummer. Nothing we can do about it, just a little sad. Now, what did they pick? We're not going to find out this turn, that's for sure. Ooh, I want... Do they get a prize card? Hey, they get a prize card. Just the one, though. We're going to feed him a Spiritomb. I don't think they're playing anything that Spiritomb is stopping. Plus, we have Path to the Peak now. Okay, Judge is actually excellent here for us. Okay, so let's Nest Ball for our last Glimmet. We're going to put the energy on that. Go ahead and Judge here. Okay. Just these two for a Bibarel. Okay. This other Nest Ball isn't really going to do much for us here at this point. We need a Klara to get the another Glimmet back in here, or Glimmora. For now, we unfortunately just kind of have to wait. Not a bad idea, Hugh. Not a who. I'm going to call you Hugh every time I read the H first. Not a bad idea. A little early to make any changes, so I want to try it against a few things. Woo! Caught a Metatite. Psychic fighting, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, shoot. It's not exactly what we wanted. Now we are going to play some stuff out here. Not ideal, but we need to draw some cards with Bibarel here. Okay, we'll draw some more cards. Thank you, deck. There's a Klara for next turn as well. Because of that Klara for next turn, we're going to go ahead and feed him an Aipom here. Yeah, let's feed him an Aipom here. Hopefully they don't Ionos this turn. You rename yourself to Hubert? I think opponent is done with our shenanigans, and they are just going to try and get through us here. Which is fine. Okay, so we're going to Klara here. Gonna get one of each of those. We might as well get one energy. I don't want to get too much because, again, energies start to stop us from being able to draw cards here. Let's play this here. Okay, that's pretty solid. I'm curious how this is going to play out. This is neat. This is kind of what I like about this deck. We're playing tiny little Pokemon. I'm not gonna use the cuss word this time. Tiny little Pokemon versus big god tier cards, and we're not doing bad. I mean, they're ahead on prize cards, but that's because we haven't been very lucky with what we've been drawing. Now, we are through most of our deck at this point, so being very lucky and not having a good deck are probably... the line blurs a little bit, right? So obviously we want to draw certain things in certain orders, but... yeah. Okay, so they do get a prize card, which is unfortunate. We're starting to run out of freebies on that. I don't think I should have actually fed them this Glimmora here. Ooh, I like that, though. I like that a lot. We're going to take all their 10 cards, and we're going to put them back and give them 4. That's all you get. Wow, that's all. I cannot play any of these, but we could draw a card. I'd like to draw a card, please. Perfect. That's actually a really good card to draw. I should have given them an Ambipom here. This is, I'm learning how this deck works, y'all. This is the first time ever streaming this one and actually playing against an opponent. The fact that Ambipom gets to maybe dodge and Glimmora gets to maybe give them a prize card means if we're not going to be actively poisoning them more, we need to give the Ambipom the chance to dodge because they're going to hit the Glimmora, right? Glimmora's going to get knocked out. Cheers, Tatas! This Shaman V-Star is a lot less threatening when it doesn't have its ability. You got it, Simon Cup. Bam. Exclamation point ticket if you would like just to win. Ha! No prize card for you. Okay. Let's see here. So I think I should have probably put this other Ambipom out front. I don't think I can at this point, but we can at least put a EXP share down here. We're going to put this energy here. If we don't get one heads here, it's not going to matter anyways. Okay, that was all of our luck, and we didn't need it there, so uh-oh. And just like that, we're tied up again. Now, we only have 8 cards left in our deck. That switch was what I was looking for with that Arven. Sad that it was in the prize cards. Simon, this was your redemption on the booster pack giveaway. Do you want me to pull it after this, or do you want me to give it another game because that was a short one? Up to you, I'm fine with either way. Okay, so they get a prize card. We're not really using the card draw anymore, so that's actually fine. Coming down to then. Whatever. All right. Well, my boss's orders would have been way better if this opponent had anything on the bench. Okay. Swing some damage in that way. Now, if they knock us out here, we lose, and if they don't, we probably win. Let's see. All right. Come on, heads. Come on, heads. Yeah, all right. No attack for you. Just too dexterous. Let's not do that because that could pull up other stuff for the bosses, them to bosses orders if this goes wrong. We're not going to Klara here. I should have Klara'd for other energies because we need 2 heads here. We got it, so it's fine. That was decisive, y'all. That was decisive. We just beat Arceus V-Star, Shaman V-Star, and one other Umbreon V, like with little tiny little monkeys. Ha! Got him. Good stuff. Good stuff. There's a bit of a difference in damage here, y'all. But that's not what matters. Ooh, I didn't even check. What's the next deck we're playing today? Oh, yeah, we'll save that quest because that Zapdos will get that taken care of. And let's pull that giveaway. That is the wrong thing to click, Wiggles. And the winner is... Simon, congratulations! Your gamble paid off, my friend. I tested all these codes. These are... we just got some more recent codes, and we should be good to go on those. Rigged! Rigged! Oh, thank you, Who. I appreciate you. G's for everybody. You get a GG, and you get a GG, and in the back, I got you a GG. So, things I'm thinking about here. I think we do want to change this back to being 4 VIP passes. The reason being, if we go first, we can't rely on an Arven to get us a VIP pass, and we need the VIP passes. We got to fill our bench up ASAP. All right, sweet. We're going to go first here. That being said, going second, there's nothing particularly wrong with that. Because if we go second, we can make them shuffle their hand way before they want to, usually, and play our path. But we get to play our path to peak first. So if they flip a Chine PAL here, I'm really happy we went first. That is not a Chine PAL. That's a Bidoof with a water sleeve. Okay. So same thing as before. We're going to grab a Glimmet because we need to have the Glimmet here. Slap that bad boy down. We're going to put this here. And I end my turn. Hey, it is a Chine PAL deck. Called it. No, no. Oh, what? Okay. I shouldn't laugh. That was kind of funny. And just like that, the opponent milled 3 cards. It's happened to all of us. You can make fun of them if it's happened to you too. Well, that is a little late. Okay, so we're gonna judge first. We don't have enough items to rip the Pokestop here, and I don't really want to ditch Pokemon and energies here, although we have a Klara. And they may be out of plays, because they didn't play a supporter, and they went second. Let's not judge yet. Let's do this, because if this hits us a bunch of stuff we can cast, we'll cast it now. And if it hits a bunch of stuff that goes to the bin that we don't want, we will Klara. I would have rather not ditched all of these things, but we'll take it for now. Okay, we're not going to take the Bibarel because there's another one in the deck. There's more Klaras. I need these Glimmoras a lot more. I should have retreated this first, because then we would have that energy back in our hand. I messed up. I did little slight misplay here. However, we are going to get to destroy this Bidoof, because 60 damage is a lot, and basic Pokemon are usually pretty soft to that. Okay. If they don't play another supporter or any other Pokemon here, we're just going to end the game, but if they do, we might judge. We might judge. And if they try to retreat this back, we'll boss's order it and knock it out there. Bam. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that, Who? That's interesting. Okay, so they did get to pull some stuff there. I didn't see what, because I wasn't paying attention. It'll be a surprise, chat. We're just ready to be surprised here, that's all. And the opponent's deciding if they want to play this out at this point because we're so set up. Okay. Records don't matter because we're not playing competitive and we're just here to test decks and we're here to make things figured out. But winning 2 is a lot better than losing 2. I'm just saying. Especially when one of the ones you beat, I cannot believe we just, like, crushed Arceus that hard. Oh, 2 energy retrievals? Oh, rip. Rip. 100% win rate, exactly. These Rue emotes for the Halloween are terrifying, Tatas. I want you to know that. Alright, let's keep going first. See, the thing I'm worried about here is if we go first, and this seems like it's going to be the big... We can't make any changes to the deck until we know if we want to go first or second, because it does matter, right? How we build the deck matters. Because if we go first, we're going to want to have 4 VIP passes. We don't really need to have any... don't like seeing all 3 of those. We don't really want to have any Pokégears because we don't need to have the Arvens and things like that quick enough to get the VIP pass. But having 4 VIP passes is a lot more dead cards in hand later in the game when we have cards like Bibarel, which care about having empty hands. And if we have a dead card that we can't play, we can't Ultra Ball it away, that suddenly becomes kind of costly, right? So it's a tough call. Yes, really, Tatas. What's up, Darkness? This is actually a deck that was brewed by, Who, and Who's kid made this one and put it in the Discord, and I liked it, and I wanted to try it out. It's pretty good. I have been enjoying it so far. Okay, so we've got the... Let's get a Glimmet, and let's get a Bidoof here. We're gonna put this on... I know it's weird to put this on the Ambipom. We're just kind of hoping that they can't knock this Aipom out. Yeah. No. Maybe the path to the peak will stop them from hurting us. Maybe. Oh, right. Okay. Okay, they're gonna squawk around and find out. They did get rid of one of our Path to the Peaks, which is fine. We have other ones in hand right now, that's what they're there for. So, hopefully they don't play out too much here. Hopefully they got a bunch of supporter cards they can't play. We're going to throw a Path to Peak down, throw a Glimmora down, Judge. If they're going to empty their hand out, which is a little brutal. We didn't want that. We don't want to give them extra cards. We're not going to not do it, though. Yikes. Okay. So the whole point of their deck is that they're getting stuff in the bin so Regidrago V-Star can use their moves, because Regidrago V-Star gets to use the moves of things that are in the bin. That's what's for. Kano, what's up, buddy? It's been a while, my friend. How are you? Celestial Roll. Okay. All right, so we talked about this one. We're gonna run it back now. Okay. This is a tough one here. Whatever we put out there is going to die. So let's try. There was not a right answer here, y'all. Any of these could be argued. We're gonna try and bustle, and hopefully we hit heads here. Okay, so hopefully that means they can't mess up our Ambipom, or our Aipom. We have time to grab... That was a previous game, so we have time to Pokégear and hopefully hit something we want. Hopefully. Okay. They can't use either of these abilities right now because of this Path to the Peak. So we got that going for us. This also needs 2 grass energy, and they have 2 fire energy on it. So we got that going for us. This is going to get them an evolution Pokemon, which I guess is another Regidrago V-Star. It's an Altaria. Okay, they're going to be trying to play supporters then. Interesting. Interesting. Nest Ball's solid here. Let's use the Pokégear first, because this might hit, it might not. Okay, it did. Okay, so we're going to Nest Ball for another Glimmet. Okay. Darkness, I see you. I see you. No, I look so young. I look like I'm 15. It's not a good look. Plus, when I shave, I've had the beard for so long and I enjoy sunlight that I look like a clown. I look like I have white clown makeup where my beard was because it's so pale. Fun fact. Twitch has been having problems lately, Who? It's not just you. Yeah, I think Twitch is struggling, y'all. Struggle bussin'. Okay, that Iono wasn't actually terrible first. And again, us preventing them from using either of these abilities is great, because they need to use this Fortress to get extra grass energy, because they only have 1 grass energy right now. It can't do its attack. Okay, that's a good draw. It's a good draw. Put that there. We're gonna Arven here for an Ultra Ball. For a Bibarel. We're gonna ditch an energy. I know it seems like we might need that, but we don't need that right now, and I'd rather have the backup Path to the Peak. Although if they can mess with the Path to the Peak, it doesn't really matter what happens after that, because they only need 1 turn to squeak it out. Hopefully they can't. Okay, Ambipom's a great draw, because now this is a little more protected. It's got its kind of ability going on here. Gonna keep poisoning him. Okay, they got the other energy, which means they're going to be able to use their attack here and take out Glimmora. Now, that might not matter because they might not get any prize cards for it, but it is going to happen. We have 2 energy and we're about to have 2 Pokemon, so we're going to get to Klara next turn, which is great. kind of regas ourselves up here. They do have to pick what move they're going to use. Kind of the nice part about this deck, it doesn't really matter what they pick, because it's going to die, and then they might get a prize card. Ultimately, they have to flip a coin. Alright, they do get a prize card for it. They're playing Ionos, though, so them getting prize cards isn't the worst thing in the world. We don't want them to have them, but it's not the worst thing in the world. The concept on this deck is stall. Stall and be difficult to deal with. Okay, so like I said, we're actually going to Klara here. We want all of these 4 things back, get the most use we can out of our Klara. Keep this rolling here. This is a little bit of an awkward situation. One of the things I was trying to do when I put this deck together and tweaked it, well, put it together, when I tweaked the deck that somebody else submitted, was figure out what we should do on turns when like this. Like, this is going to die. We don't need to attack, and we could do something else. Opponent is done. They gave up. So, like, we don't really want to be playing Gita. Gita was one that crossed my mind because she says, well, you can't attack. Well, if we're not going to attack anyways, what's the problem? We don't really want to be doing that, though. Because we want the energies in our deck. Getting them onto Ambipom earlier is great. Maybe that's good enough. You switch to Monkey Prey loves the hit. That's fair. And maybe that is the right thing to be doing here. Maybe I shouldn't be overthinking it. But I was also thinking, like, boost juice and stuff like that to get things evolved that we want to get evolved early and fast. Maybe just like 1 or 2 of those in there. Difficult. Very difficult. What's up, Zenith? I'm sorry, buddy. What was the notification today? Wiggles is live right now. I change that every day just to make people laugh. If they ever make you laugh, please let me know, because that's why I do it. Yeah, no worries. It's a constant process, right? Decks evolve. Sort of like dinosaurs. Or Pokemon. I should have said Pokemon. Why didn't you say Pokemon, Wiggles? You're playing Pokemon, Wiggles. Pokemon evolve. Pokemon evolve all the time. It's like their thing. Bit of a rough hand here. Hopefully we rip a Nest Ball or a, Huh. Interesting. We did not. We can do that at least. Might as well put this here. Do we want to Ultra Ball here? No. It's tempting, but no. If they knock us out, they knock us out. This is a pretty rough starting hand. If they don't knock us out, we can slap this down here and start actually doing our thing, too. Dang. Not bad, Hugh. Not bad. Okay, this is Alakazam. No, it's not. This is Shuppet. Which Shuppet is... in Gambit? You got it, Energy. You want me to do this one? This one just started, but let's do the next one, unless you want it to be this one. I can do the accent whenever you want me to, buddy. Let me know. This is a good deck to get the accent rounds in, though, because these are long rounds. Okay. Next one, you got it, buddy. You got it. All right, they have a very full hand, and we're going to take that away from them, and it's going to be great. Yeah. Because of that, I think we want to Ultra Ball first here. We're going to be down a lot of gas. They're not playing enough for Avery to be useful. They have 7 cards. I feel like if they had them, they would. Let's go get a Glimmet. We need a Glimmet bad. Well, another Glimmet's okay, I suppose. And let's see if we can do some damage while we're here. Unfortunately, this Klefki, while this is out front, it means that we don't get Ambipom's ability. This Klefki is actually going to stop us, too. It's pretty rare that this Klefki is good. But it's good against us. Yeah, there's the Banette. This is going to prevent us from playing item cards, but we don't have a whole lot of items that we need to be playing. Our deck's not really built around that. Okay, okay. Are they gonna play an Abra? Like, is this an Alakazam? What's up, Opie? How's it going, my friend? Are they an Abra? They're not. They're just a Banat deck. Okay, well, Banat's not very good against us, so that's exciting. Okay, so... play the Spiritomb out just in case that comes up. Let's Pokégear to see what we get here. Boss's Orders is solid. It's not gonna save us, but we're gonna use it on the Shuppet over here. Because we know they're a Banat deck. Jesus, thank you for gifting a sub. I appreciate you, my friend. And Vast, congratulations on the gifted sub.
U5 gifted a tier 1 sub to Thevast.
Okay, let's grab another... Actually, we haven't had any Bidoofs yet. Let's do that. We're gonna ditch these two things we don't need for a Glimmora. Probably should have gotten a Bibarel with that. Meh. Alright, if we hit heads, we get to knock out a Shuppet. Alright, knocking out a Shuppet. Hey, glad to be off. I'm glad you're off as well. I'm sorry you had a long day. Hopefully you get a nice relaxing evening. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Same, it's kind of a long day at work and busy during the week. But the Hunt weekly's just reset, which is great for us. Okay. Okay, so we have 2 trainers in hand. So if they get this attack off, it's gonna knock it out. If they get this attack off. If not, maybe we're okay. Yay, they didn't get the attack off. Woo! I'm still safe. Nah. Okay, Aipom's a solid draw here. So that. But that right there. We're gonna retreat this one. We need to get our poison on here. Since we're not gonna be doing anything else, should we Klara? No, we need to save our Klara. Let's Arven. We need an EXP share pretty bad. But what else are we gonna get? I guess there's no energy searches in the deck. An EXP share. We have a Switch, right? We don't have a Switch anymore. Let's get a Switch. Let's get a Switch then. Boom. The Hunt Showdown is not the game of rage. Hunt Showdown is the game of fun. Shooty bang bang. Okay, so now we get the poison on. Again, it's probably going to knock us out in return. We have a lot of item cards in hand, so it's definitely going to do the damage, so. The flips are fared pretty good, actually. So far, we've been pretty lucky. I'd say we're over 50% right now for the ones we want, which is kind of, skilled. It's kind of where we want to be, right? If you can be over 50% on your coin flips, you should not complain. Of course, the way the human brain works, it's a lot easier to remember the tails than the heads, you know what I mean? So what's the plan with this deck? We are using coin flips to try and stall out people while we slowly build up Ambipoms, and we don't give them a lot of prize cards, hopefully. So when they knock out the Glimmora, they don't get any prize cards because they flipped to heads. If they flipped to tails, they would get one, but they don't. So that's exciting. We're going to slowly build up here. But we do get to put this other Glimmet out front because we have a Klara. That's pretty great. Like that. Oh, right, I wasn't supposed to. I was supposed to put an Ambipom out front. Whoopsie doodles. That's alright, that's alright. We're still gonna Klara here, right? Yeah, we're still gonna Klara. We don't want to, unpoison them, which is what we would do if we bosses ordered here. So let's play that. Let's play this here. If we're lucky, we'll hit an Ultra. We're lucky. If we're lucky. Okay, maybe they can't hit us. You know, this is the other side of the coin flip, right? Maybe they hit heads and they don't get to hit Ambipom, and then they die on the backswing. They're about to get judged. Okay, they're like, I'm gonna make your attacks cost more. Now this does unlock Alakazam. That's the only thing they have that this unlocks. It doesn't really matter. Are they gonna go? What are they gonna go for here? Bibarel. They're like, I'm gonna go for your card draw. Okay, that's fine. Bibarel's not super necessary for us at this point. This card is good, but in this deck, it's not necessary, which is nice. Like, it's good to have it, but you don't need it, right? Like, we've got judges and stuff like that. We've got plenty of card draw. This is gonna die in a couple of swings, so we're gonna pull that back there. Unfortunate that we couldn't knock it out this turn, but that's perfectly fine. They got a prize card, so let's get rid of that. Do we want a Nest Ball here? Let's Nest Ball for another Bidoof. Or not. Let's Nest Ball for another Glimmet. We can't have another Bidoof in the prize cards. Okay, that's a good draw. That's a good draw. Klara for next turn is also a very good thing. Boom. I agree, OP. That art is awesome on that Bibarel. And now we pull ahead. Jay, look! There's the little Bidoofus. Okay, this is probably going to get evolved, I would assume. I think that's probably why they put it out front with an energy on it. Question mark. They're gonna... Okay, they're gonna get an Ultra Ball with Arven, I'm assuming. How many judges are we through here? 2? I really like Judge over Iono. It's personal preference. I'm sure there's some situations where Iono's a lot better and Judge is a lot worse, but guaranteeing 4 prize cards versus however many they might have is nice, right? Because, yeah, Iono might leave them with 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, but our deck is designed to not give them prize cards anyways, so if we're not giving them prize cards and we're taking prize cards, Iono's just bad for us, right? Tematoa as the crab Tematoa. I have that song on my liked playlist for music because, yeah. Oh, he was a drab little crab once. But he can be happy as a clam because he's beautiful, baby. Alright, so, okay, let's see. We're gonna put this here. We're gonna retreat this. They messed up. Well, messed up's a strong word. They got unlucky. We're just gonna do this and take out that and move right along. 60 damage is a lot. That takes out the majority of basic Pokemon, which is really nice considering this is a stage 1 with a 1 energy attack that does 60 damage. Like, it's pretty solid. Now, Klefki's annoying. Not the end of the world, but annoying. And because we're not technically a basic Pokemon, this doesn't cost more. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, OP. Thank you. What a terrible performance. Get the hook, get it. You don't swing it like you used to, man. Oh, now I have to go watch that movie. I went through a Moana stage right around the time I was playing Sea of Thieves and listening to shanties. I'm terrified of being in open water, y'all. I'm thalassophobic. I don't like the unknown and the big murky water. Not okay, but for some reason, a couple years ago, went through a big phase about that. Moana soundtrack on music on shuffle kind of thing. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so again, not gonna Klara yet. Just checking, because I might have forgotten something. Okay, now this is great for us because if they don't retreat this Klefki, it's actually gonna feint on the pass back to us, which means we're gonna get to knock something else out too. Okay, that's fine. We have most everything we need right here on our bench. Those are 2 really good cards if we didn't have everything we needed right on our bench. I'm just saying. Thanks, opponent. I appreciate you. Okay, okay. Do they have... I wish I could see the energies. No energies there, no energies there. So we're going to put this other one up front. If they had a bunch of energy, I would have put the Ambipom up front, but they don't. Okay, okay. Do we play the energy? It would be smart to do so. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't think they can win at this point. They're just gonna, they have to get through too many prize cards, and we have too much stuff that doesn't get prize cards. This deck is really strong. This was a great submission. This is a lot more powerful than I think it looks like. The other thing I was considering playing with this deck in terms of stadiums, Path to the Peak's obviously the right answer, but this deck could actually utilize the dojo. Nice, nice. 5 in a row. Okay, so this is, again, it's not going to get knocked out until the pass back, which is a bummer. JK, we're actually going to teach you this lesson again, old man. Goodbye, Shuppet. Yeah, that was... Alright, I quit. I'm out. We've all been there. We shouldn't laugh too hard, but it's a little funny. Giovanni does not like Shuppets. You heard it here first. Alright, alright. Oh, and wait for it. Woo! We're 32! Yay! Woo! Woo! 50 gold coins! Oh, but then here's the extra, yeah. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, kick it up. Oh, never mind. Alright, back in we go. I did. I won. All we do is win, geezes. That's factually inaccurate. For those of you at home, here's a little asterisk. All we do is win, lose, lose. Win, lose, lose. Sometimes. And that's why I like casual, because it doesn't really matter. We're here for fun. Are you all having fun? Oh my god, I didn't do the accent. No, wait, it's not too late. We can do the accent this round. I am so sorry for forgetting about that, Energy. It's been a little hot minute since she said that. Energy has redeemed that we should talk with the accent for the entirety of this game. Now, the accent's a little harder. Thank you, opponent. Hachiwari-chan, I appreciate you for letting me go first. I actually wanted to go first. I also wanted a basic Pokemon in my starting hand, but my deck ain't not about that right now. I'll tell you what. It's kind of hard to hawk up the what, you know, when you're supposed to do that, because everybody knows that particular southernism, the what. What are you talking about? Like, you got to be able to, and sometimes it, you know, you don't want too much to come up. You don't want to show them more than you're supposed to. Okay, we have the Switch. That's actually pretty solid here. All right. Wish we had a VIP pass, but that's all right without it. Ban Wiggles. What's up, Ayanami? How's it going, my friend? No, you can't ban me. Are there some decks that we better go in second? Yes, Opie, there are. Their deck in particular is better to go second, because the reason they want to go second here is they are trying to use Cramorant on the first turn to attack for a lot of damage. So, and they're probably going to get it, too. If we're being completely honest with ourselves, which we should always be completely honest with ourselves, they're probably going to get it. Alright, let's grab a Bidoofus here. Okay, we're going to put the energy down here. And, yeah, we'll pass the turn. Now, I imagine what's going to happen here, they're going to play a Cold Rest, play a Comfy, use a Comfy, switch Comfy in, use the other Comfy, maybe Jet Energy, and then retreat, and then they're going to hit us with a Cramorant. So, yeah. Best spent 2,000 points. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I really liked it. I really like doing the accent. The only one who's like, oh my god, is the fiance Chibs. She also appreciates it, but she ain't from Texas. She moved to Texas. She moved to Texas for some stupid boy. All right, so here we go. All right, now can they mess us up here? How many? They got one. They got one. They need 4. If they can get 4, which a Jet Energy would do it and a Cold Rest would do it. Did they already play a supporter? They haven't played a supporter this turn. There's lots of ways for them to get there. Bidoof. Bidoof. This is the worst matchup you've noticed. Lost Zone's hard to beat. Lost Box Tina's just a tough one to beat. Manaphy, we don't give 2 shakes of a rat about a Manaphy here. Y'all ever seen an armadillo in real life? This is, you know, using this accent's actually the perfect time to tell y'all a little story. When I was a kid, my family used to have land out in Texas. The family ranch, it was, you know, it's been in the family for a long time, and we would go out there and we would do projects. We would hunt there. We would build stuff. We would light bonfires. You know, everything a kid wants to do, right? Shoot guns and all that. And one time we were out there, and my dad was driving the truck, or the tractor with the trailer being pulled out. Okay, they didn't get to Cramorant here. That's a big deal for us. And if we can rip a judge here, which we should be able to do with 2 Pokégears and enough judges, hot almighty, let's go. All right, we're going to switch first because we want to be sure we can do it. And opponent, I need you to get rid of them cards, all right? Just go ahead and shuffle them back in. You can start over. Oh, baby, and we got this too. All right, all right, all right. Now, this ain't going to stop too much. We didn't get what we wanted in terms of, I should have kept that and actually just ditched it in the Arven to the Bibarel. That was pretty stupid of me. Anyways, Possum on the half shell. You know, I've heard that one as well. So, we were driving on the tractor. My dad was driving the tractor, and for legal purposes, I was not riding on the fender of the tractor. I was safely tucked in the back of the tractor somewhere else, and I promise wasn't riding on the fender of the tractor. And my dad stops, and he looks at me and my sister, and he goes this. And I was like, what in the Sam Hill are you doing, Pop? And he does this, and he kind of sneaks over to the edge of the forest on the edge of the field, and we can finally see there's an armadillo's butt sticking up. It's like sitting there burrowing, right? It's sitting there burrowing. And my dad, I shit you not, my dad takes the tail of the armadillo and does the hammer throw. He spins in a circle a few times, and he gives it a soft little toss. And you can we watched the armadillo run in circles, trying to get back to the forest, and then ran away. The damnedest thing. That's my story for today. No, we've done so many stupid things out at the ranch. We had black widows out there and stuff like that. Gabby's in a jar far from property. Never had any fireflies out there. We had coyotes too. One time I was in a go-kart on the ranch. My sister was driving. I was in the go-kart, right? And we're going through the brush, like on the roads and all that. Okay, they're probably trying to. Can I look? I can't even look. Okay, so I'm assuming they're going to Cramorant here. We're going to put the Ambipom out front. We don't have any energy on this. It hasn't really been invested, and it might soak a hit here. Okay, called it. That's the goal here. I did. I did. I have a sister. I have a stepsister now. She ain't no sheriff. She's a wonderful person, though. I love my stepsister. Okay, come on, heads. Come on, head. Dadgummit. All right, that's okay. It's all right. We've seen worse things before. Smile, chat. The problem with this deck and why we're actually going to really struggle to beat them here is they have so many switching effects. I think Lost Zone's going to beat us. I think Lost Zone's going to beat us pretty hard here. Okay, so let's just do this. I could, in theory, use Arven to get 2 things and keep one of them, but we're going to be getting a Bibarel anyway, so trying to keep a DXP sure don't do much, and this way we get to empty our hand out and draw some more cards. Kind of all the goal anyways. Let's see. Do I get a path to the peak? Also, the fact that we haven't drawn any path to the peak when they've been having these beach courts here. Okay, wait, we get another shot here, right? Yeah, we get another shot here. Okay, so let's just Pokégear it up. Let's get a judge. Ooh, JK. Let's get one of these bad boys right here. Avery, go ahead and make them get rid of some stuff, would you? I'd appreciate that, and we'll take care of the rest. All right, so man, Jay, you getting your ice cubes out of this. This is a long game. Okay, they got rid of both comfies. They must think they're pretty set here and ready to go. I wouldn't disagree if we're being completely honest, but at least we can take care of that. They can't do that no more. Let's get another Glimmet down there. Let's get one of these right here. We're going to go ahead and Ultra Ball these 2 things away for another Aipom. We can start having that one going here. Ooh, a Shuppet. Kicked the crap out of some Shuppets earlier. This is only fair. Now, Cramorant will get to knock out Glimmora. Oh, it doesn't, actually. 130 HP. Cramorant doesn't get to knock us out, and if they keep it out here, it's going to die. So, maybe they don't. I'm really surprised they kept the Manaphy here over one of the Comfies, just because we're not posturing to hit their bench at all. They're saying, I would rather protect my bench from some unforeseen danger that isn't possible versus have a Comfy in case I need it. Slight misplay, I think, from our opponents. Just a slight misplay. Oh no. Oh no, they're gonna order our Aipom to the front. That's okay. It's unfortunate, but then the Kramer, yeah, all right. I was about to say, opponent, I think you made one too many faux pas. All right, so that was that. It always feels so weird to transition back to my regular voice after that. Yeah, and then they give up. Ta-da! If you can, there's some animals, chat, some bugs and animals that their whole defensive strategy is just be so difficult to eat that it's not worth it. Ta-da! Look at us. We're a little turtle. It's hard to get through the shell. Not really worth it. Nah. All right, opponent. You want to go first or second? Not even that. That's amazing, right? The secret fourth way to win a game of Pokemon TCG. Make him quit. Nah. No, I wanted to go first. Okay. This is actually... That's cool, Tatas. Shove it away. Okay, this is actually a good chance for us to see how going second feels. We've been going first every single game. We've been winning every single game. Maybe that means we should try and go first. But again, the deck's kind of built on this weird half and half spot right now because I wasn't sure when I was making the tweaks. This will help us decide. Will it give us a decision, Wiggles? Of course not, Wiggles. It takes more than one game to decide. Okay. Okay. Now, these are really bad supporters to get to play on our first turn. We're being honest. However, we do get to use Glimmet on our first turn to get a Glimmora and be less likely to give him a prize card, if that matters. If that matters. Oh, also, y'all, we're up to 93 YouTube subscribers. Oh, I'm so excited. I check every day. We're gonna hit that 100 mark, and I'm gonna post in Discord, be like, "What's up?" Okay, so this is a Growlithe and not a Charmander. This means this is probably the older fire deck, the one that's using Arcanine. Now, Arcanine is a little terrifying for us because Arcanine's thick, and we deal damage slow, and Arcanine does more damage the more damage it has, so it's just gonna sit there and be thick. We're gonna have to deal with the thickness. Oh, I appreciate that, Who. I appreciate you. Can I get a thickness? Okay, and Charmander. Now, I'm assuming our opponent has traded out the bad Charizards for the good new fancy Charizards, but anything's possible. Okay, they can't stoke it this turn. Come on, VIP Pass. Come on, VIP Pass. Now, what we're going to do, if we don't rip another support, we're going to boss his orders the... we can't evolve this turn. So yeah, if we can't rip another support, we're gonna boss his orders of the Heat more and kind of punch. Maybe the Charmander would be smarter, even though we can't knock it out. Okay, hey, look, never mind. The decision was made for us, thanks to Arven. It's your boy, Arven. Okay, so we need a VIP pass. We need an Aipom and a Bidoof, and that is... They don't play any basics. Their deck occasionally will play an Entei that has a card draw, but that's one card draw versus us getting what we need, so we're gonna get what we need. You know what I mean? Y'all smelling what I'm stepping in here? You see what bush I'm whacking? Arcanine is the go. You're not wrong. Okay, one of our Glimmoras is in the prize cards. That might bite us in the butt. Hopefully our butt will be fine. Hopefully our butt will be fine. No bite marks. Okay. Opponent is thinking. They're thinking very carefully about their next move. Glimmora? The Area Zero Pokemon, owned by Gita, the Pokemon League champion? Curious. Very curious. Magma. Every time I read that card, I hear the Dr. Evil way of saying it, so I hope y'all can enjoy that too with me now. It's not just me. He is so opinionated. Okay, they are going to stoke it. Old country stories, moving tractor in the pasture, got under a tree and fell in their back. Ooh. Yeah, no mess with them. Definitely don't mess with the huntsman. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so we have one Aipom. One's probably enough, so let's grab another Glimmet, because we definitely need, we know we're going to need more of these. The energy goes there. Are we going to boss his orders? Yes, I am. Because we can kill this Charmander, and as scary as the Arcanine is, the Charizard is the actual scary thing here. So we're gonna do this, and then draw our cards. Okay. Let's see here. I guess we ditch an energy, and we're gonna switch. Oh, this feels bad. Oh, click it before you regret it. Oh no, I regret clicking it. It's alright, we get to take out the Charmander. Problem solved. What's up, guy? How's it going, my friend? He needs the world to know, you know what, that he's small and angry? He's angry because he's small. And he's small because he's angry. Maybe they can't evolve at this turn either. Maybe. Oh no, they can evolve at this turn. Crap. Okay, they were playing with the other Charizard. Interesting. Ah! Now, this is scary, but if they use their big move here to knock out a Glimmora, they might not even get any prize cards, and if they use their little move, they're not going to knock out a Glimmora. It's going to be fine. We'll see. We'll see. It does kind of look like the base deck OP, you're not wrong. I don't think they've added the Charizards to it. Which means I identified the threats. Should have gone for the Growlithe. Yeah. It's a good deck, though. OP, I mean, the Arcanine deck was one of the stronger of the base decks they give you before, at least back when the client first came out. Magma. Oh, nice! You got some time off. That's awesome, guy. Some relaxing, and that's a nice long weekend. Oh, mad jelly. I am straight up grape jelly over that. I have to go to work tomorrow. Opponent is still trying to decide. Okay, so they're going to use Bright Flames. Posturing to use that. Now, if they don't get any prize cards, I'm going to laugh my butt off. Hold on to your butts. Oh, they got a prize card. A singular prize card. And we lost a Glimmora. We'll take it. We'll take it. Now, the sad part here is that we are going to judge, which means we might give them something that they want. Hopefully we don't, but we're going to judge before we Bibarel because, yeah, reasons and stuff. Okay. This is a little late for this to matter, but we can play it out and empty our hand a little bit to make our Bibarel draw more. They haven't postured with any boss's orders or shown us a whole lot of boss's orders, so we're not going to play around that. We got 1 energy and 2 Pokemon. Okay. You got it, Simon. Y'all tell me if I lose in the meantime. Clicking through stuff. Clicking through stuff. Exclamation point ticket if you would like a chance to win a pack. Okay, did they do it again? That's fine. Okay, they are playing with the new one as well. They're just playing with both. Interesting. Interesting. So if they Bright Flame again here, we're actually kind of okay with that. It's not ideal, but if they Bright Flame and don't get any prize cards, we're just happy as a clam. Again, every time they do this, the energy isn't being lost. It's being reinvested in the Ambipom for later. So it's not nearly as bad as it looks for us. And if they take all of this effort and then don't get a prize card and only help power up our Ambipom, and then we just get another Glimmet and Glimmora going, like, stall. Guys, stall, make him flip coins, possibly don't give him anything. Of course, now that I've said that, we're going to lose every coin flip, but we won a lot of coin flips earlier, so we're due for a little bit of loss. We've built up some random distribution. We're gonna do this just because we don't have anything else to do, and it's technically probably the smartest thing for us to do here. I'm really tempted to use the Klara now because we have 4 Pokemon that we want in there. How many trainers? We're not through any Klaras yet, though, and they have 8 cards in hand. I think it's probably better for us to take their cards away. Probably. Could be wrong about that, but let's try it. Okay, hey, we got a Glimmet anyways. Never punished, always lucky. We even got the energy to put on the Glimmet. Never punished. Never, ever punished. No. Okay. Industriously draw some cards. Thank you, deck. Play another Glimmet out here. All right. Ta-da. And again, this was not my deck. I did not come up with this one, y'all. This was submitted in Discord, and I tweaked it to more of how I like to play. But everybody likes to play differently, which is one of the reasons if you're playing with somebody else's deck, try it till you get the strat down, but then change it. Make it your deck. They don't have any energies. That is nasty and really good for us. Okay. We're going to use this first because I'm going to Avery here. We don't want to boss his orders. I might not Avery here because they don't have much. Ooh, we're actually going to Klara here. Okay, get both of those and one of those. And be set. This game is probably over now. Probably over. Judge is just so good at just stuffing people's strategies. I love it. I love it. They all hate it, but we love it. Did you give it a second? I haven't had a chance yet, guy. I'm not done with your boy Venomoth, I promise. We'll get little bro in a deck and see what we can make work with that one. In fact, I need to build another deck tonight I've got one more for tomorrow. I've got the 2 for today and then 1 for tomorrow, but I need a second one. So maybe it'll be Venomoth. We'll see. We'll see. I normally do my deck building while we're playing Overwatch. In between games, not like while we're playing Overwatch. Don't give me that look. Okay. Venomoth's your favorite Pokemon? I respect that. See, I'm a Shuckle fan. Venomoth's good, don't get me wrong, but I'm a Shuckle fan. Highest base defense. Is this a turtle? Has our opponent given up? Have they lost the will to keep going? Getting that vibe. Okay, well they did get to do the attack, it's just that, you know, it's only 20 damage and then they get to get their energies. 1 energy. They're one energy. Okay. This is the bigger threat. We're going to go after this one. Also, if we knocked this out, this would get energy, and we don't want that. So get the one that's going to kill you. Nice! You do the, you do your Milky Way when you say same. Is that for Shuckle or for Overwatch stuff? Played Overwatch in the old days. Main Winston, you would get along great with the McMurdo kid. Ooh, Mudbray. Solid, just a solo ground type. That's rare. That's rare. Okay. Get Give me Ambipom back. If we can rip one of our escape ropes, then we're set. Oh, Venonat? Nice. Nice. I remember Venonat in the OG anime because it was Koga's, right? The poison gym leader was the one who had the Venonat. Did Brock have a Venonat? Brock might have had a Venonat. Ha! No. You can have your energy. But that's it. Okay, Arven is perfect. Arven makes them sad. I guess I don't have escape ropes in here. Arven makes me sad. Oops. Do we not have any escape ropes in here? I always put 2 and 2. I guess that just messed up, y'all. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. The philosopher, Hannah Montana. Ah, well. At least we get to hit this thing. I mean, we're still back to our regular strat, right? Venomoth became your favorite because of surprise evolution for me. Oh, that's awesome. See, that's like that nostalgia kick, right? It's just like, as a kid, you could just go back and feel that again. Oh, I get it. I get it. I tried to play... Have y'all ever seen the game Temtem? It's on Steam, and it's a Pokemon MMO knockoff. Like, knockoff's a strong word. It's its own game, and it's... Weird that I can't click. And it's a very fun game, but it's just, you know, it's like a Pokemon knockoff, right? They work the same way. It's everything's doubles. But anyways, the reason where I was going with the story, I tried to play it, and it was a fun game. Loved it. Was not down to relearn a whole bunch of new Pokemon. That was what it boiled down to for me. Okay, so they did get to knock out our Ambipom, which is sad. We have this other one ready. We only lost 1 prize card, or 1 energy doing that. It's whatever. And then this is going to die. At the end. They did it. They got a prize card. Slow deck. On towards mid to late. Okay. Okay. See, and that's kind of where I ran into it, right? It's like, this feels really difficult. Like, it's just, like, more complicated. Well, in that case, let's play another Aipom out. This doesn't matter. I'm not bad-mannering them, I promise. We're just doing our actions. No, it's fine. No, you don't need to apologize for submitting a slow deck. I'm the one that chose to stream it. And slow decks are fine. Slow decks are good decks, right? It doesn't... The speed of a deck does not impact how good it is. Alright, we win. Let's pull the giveaway, and then we are going to do the last game. Zenith, congratulations, my friend! Get you the code. 1 second. We'll be right back with y'all for more fun information and fun decks and fun stuff. But first, a message from our next giveaway. Exclamation point ticket if you would like a chance to win. We go into the last deck with this one. See what we got. Can we win again? So far, I'm pretty sure we're undefeated. Would this deck beat the OG God tier Charizard Arceus deck? Maybe. We haven't got to play it yet. It looks like we might get our... Wait, this is the same person we just played. Oh, opponent. Oh, no. Well. Oh, darn. Can we do it again? I would love to go first. Going second was pretty solid, but I think going first will be good too. Okay, especially if we go first and we start with the VIP pass. That's good news for us. It's actually a really good starting hand. Time to stomp some hot lizards. Hot lizards in your area want to be stomped. Alright, let's do this. We get an Ambipom, or an Aipom, and a Glimmet. We know for a fact they don't have anything that Spiritomb cares about, so we're not going to try and force that out super quick. Let's put this here. We're going to go ahead and retreat the Bidoof and put the Glimmet out front. The reason being, the Bidoof is a lot, like, we're more likely to draw a Glimmet than a second Bidoof when there's only 2 Bidoofs in our entire deck. And I kind of want to protect this one. Okay. Now this deck has a lot of RNG, so maybe we don't get as lucky this time and the opponent gets to do what they want to do. They ditched a Nest Ball for this. This is bold because if they can't play, they just ditched 2 cards for a card they cannot play this turn. If we judge them again, we just made them ditch 2 cards, right? We just like took it away for no reason. What is Ambipom? What Ambipom does, by the way, Ambipom says that if they might not be able to even damage it, and it gets to do a lot of damage based off of how many coins they have. Okay, if we actually win. Oh, never mind. And just like that, we won. You want to see how? Stay tuned. Unless all 4 of our Glimmoras are in the prize cards, I should say we won. Bye-bye, Charmander. I say bye, Charmander. GG, opponent. Hey, look at Judge. Ta-da! Clean and decisive victory, and that's one of the faster last games we've had. And the winner of the giveaway. Oh, wait, we'll do that. We'll draw the winner in just a second. Let me do the wrap-up, and then we'll do that. Sorry, doing things out of order. Sorry. All right. So, the wrap-up for this one. I still don't know if we want to be first or second. We had some games where we went first, and we won every game. So, some games we went first and won, some games we went second and won. This needs a lot more testing for me to know which one's going to feel better. Ultimately, it's going to come down to, do we want 4 VIP passes if we're going first, or do we want 2 and 3 Pokégears if we're going second? If we're going second, we might also want to make a couple of other changes here. Evolution Incense might not be terrible in this deck, maybe, but I don't know. Ultimately, this felt really good. It was really fun. So check it out, y'all. This deck is really, really, really cheap to make. None of these cards are god tier. I mean, I'm using the shiny ones, but if you use the regular ones, this is a really cheap deck, and I gotta say, that was a lot of fun. Go ruin people's days with some coin flips. Ta-da.